to 4 boys, so I don't have a sister. So anytime I see women, I'm always happy. And please, the only woman I've been very close to really is my wife. And I've been married for 39 years. And tomorrow, while we'll be talking to married people, for those 39 years, I have been tempted, I have been seduced, I've been to the end of the world. Even old goats still they chop yam. I was speaking in Durban, and then one woman, because I was very funny, one woman with 2 nuclear reactors on her chest, 2 nuclear reactors, thought that I was a reckless person. And she came and grabbed me. Bam! Man of God, that was powerful. And my chest was hot for 3 days. And then she came again. I said, no. Lead me not into temptation. It's better than deliver us from evil. For these 39 years, I will share that with you tomorrow. I have never kissed another woman. I have never told another woman, I love you. So when I see women, I'm always very happy. I'm so glad to be in Bonny. I had a very good friend, older than I am, Mr. Shepherd Jumbo in Obohill. The wife owns him, Help Me, I Help You. His 2 sons are Dimiari and Smith. He was a very nice gentleman. And Bonny people, I did a post as I came here, that there's one thing you can't take from the Rivers person. Class, a touch of class and gentility. So I'm so glad, so privileged to be invited here. I came with Pastor Abraham. He's a trainer, but he's my Oga. There are some materials I've written. Money is an idiot. Money has no religion. Money flows in the direction of ideas. Hold on to your vision. My father told me when I was in primary 4 that I was going to be a medical doctor, to work in the same hospital where he was a refuse collector. My father was a gate man in Idama Hotel. I became a medical doctor, worked in that same hospital where my father was a refuse collector. And in that same hotel where he was a gate man, I was chauffeured there in a convoy of cars as a guest speaker. And I remember my father used to answer, yes, sir, yes, sir. So I called the manager, I said, yes, sir. I called security, I called every person so that the yes, sir, when my papa answer, they can answer it in return. This is from 60 to 70. Let me back the women, let me face the men. When you reach this age bracket, I'm 65, everything changes. Everything changes. The women will form a political party with their sons in the house. You become a minority leader. Before the boy that will marry your daughter will come, the madam don't chop tire. Yes. And then she will start a new course called omugology. She will be traveling and traveling. Me, I made up my mind, no person will play me white. And 2 of us train this children. If you travel, I will give you 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, you now go hear person knock for door. They will say, who be that? I say, no, me, I don't show. I don't show. No person can play me while you. I just did a tour of 5 European nations, and I came back in November 2nd. As a man, please plan for old age. Plan and have reserve, so that even if the children don't send money, even if the mama kolobi all of them take, you can take care of yourself. This is overcoming difficult times. I wish I would have time to share with you. But I'm making more money in this economy since Buhari than ever before, both foreign and local currency. There is a way to go about it. And then there's a place called there is a place that God wants to take you to. And you must walk towards it. Echo income. My wife's grandfather still sends money from the land of the dead. Periodically, we will just get 15 million. The man don't die till money see they come. How? MTN must land for one of his land. So periodically, MTN go they pay them money. So as a wife, as a husband, please buy real estate. There is no pastor in Delta State that will intimidate me with money. I mean, with real estate. Because I've been buying since when I was trekking. Land, they know they paint them. They know they change in oil, but it increases in value. The oil of marriage. Now, woman, I say no, Okrika Brazil, they last. Bonny women know the way Okrika Brazil, I know that. When I want to go to bed, I perfume myself so that when my wife turns to embrace me, I'm a living sacrifice with a sweet smelling service. Madam, change your nightgown. Not be nightgown when you get whole. Eh? Change your bed sheets. You understand? Do your fingernails well. Not be you poor pass. If your church say make una no do pedicure, don't only pedi, leave the cure. But this one is understanding women. You know? Now my wife, they drive for me. As I they drive, slow down, slow down, slow down. Trailer they come, trailer they come. In those days, I used to get angry. I can't understand. Say, woman, and be the Holy Spirit of the house. She go, I don't do finish. I don't enter motor. I won't go preach. Go say, come. I go. As you they go, so not talk bad thing for where women do. Not talk yet thing. No. But they do like saying, I ain't call me. I go school, graduate, marry you. You can't they teach me like say I be small picking. Then this is the oil of marriage. If you carry human hair of 850,000 for your coconut head, and you be tenant, 850,000 in those days go give you 100 bags of cement. 100 bags of cement go give you 4,000 blocks. For dry ground, 4,000 blocks supposed to give you 3-bedroom bungalow. So if you die as a tenant with wrapper full your box, you'll be mumu. I'm going to speak on diversifying and deepening the economy of oil-producing communities, using Bonny as a case study. I come from Uroboland. My mother's community, we have 40 or 24 oil wells, but we are poor. Sometimes when the money comes, instead of using it to develop the economy, one time they brought money, we use it to go and fence Juju house. Stupid people use it to fence Juju house. So, Bonny is a kingdom with a very rich history. I just learned now that the first church in this country has been wrongly appropriated to Abeokuta or somewhere, that the first church rightly is in Bonny here. Yes. And so, we need to start advertising it and attracting people. The next thing is that I was in Peterside. I was told that when you just dig the ground, sometimes you will see coral bead of our ancestors. And a student was telling me that in the secondary school in Bonny here, you can dig, you want to do gardening, you will see Manila. You want to do gardening, you will see a musket. And these historical materials, they need to be preserved to create wealth. I was in Senaya in Romania. I paid 150,000 to just enter a palace of one of their kings. We went through. So Bonny has a lot of historical artifacts and structures. I just saw a building dedicated to a queen. So Bonny women had women liberation even before Europe and some other places. And just as that queen is, that's how Queen Teitu is honored in Ethiopia. Queen Teitu was the wife of Emperor Menelik that named the city Addis Ababa, which means land of beautiful flower. And the year 1896, when Ethiopia defeated Italy at war, it was Queen Teitu that led part of the cavalry to war because the husband was a weak man. And so Bonny women can clap for themselves that even before Igbo people started talking about feminism, Bonny kingdom had recognized the strength of a woman and made her a queen, not just a regent. Now, Bonny has an outlet to the Atlantic. Bonny has very rich natural and aquatic environment. It has an airport. A road is being constructed to this place. I hear that the bridge has been done. Only the railings are to be put. And now, when the road takes place, God's here, the economy of this place will change drastically. And if you do not prepare for it, let us not be like most natives who are usually servants in a thriving economy. In the community where I come from, we, the natives, own less than 30% of the buildings. Majority of the buildings are owned by Isoko people and Igbo people. Let's not have the native mentality of only enjoyment. We must start thinking economically. Now, Bonny is a local government council on its own. And with the recent autonomy for local government, money is going to be coming. And we can't just do the way we used to do, share the money. We must start thinking about using the money to diversify the economy of this town, of this local government. Sir, it will surprise you to know that Miami International Airport, one of the busiest airports in America, is run by Miami-Dade County, a local government, running an airport. And so the era of, I don't know whether local government chairman here made a no come arrest me. The era of voting daft local government chairpersons who do not have international exposure and an economic inclination towards developing the economy of their community is gone. We must start thinking about electing, stimulating local government chairpersons with the amount of money that is coming that can establish industries and empower our people to do well. I want to thank whoever bought this now to empower the women. I was speaking when the governor of Delta State brought machines and all these things to empower women through the SOPADET. I do speaking for Total EP. There is a problem we have in the Niger Delta. The Igbo man that will supply these things, his trailer will be waiting. We Mumu, Niger Delta people talking about resource control. When they distribute these things for us, we will go and sell them at a cheaper price to the Igbo man that brought it. And then we'll start complaining. And I told the people, the beneficiaries, that if in the Bible, talents were given, one person brought 5 talents, another person brought 2 talents. One person buried his talent and returned the same money. By Nigerian evaluation, that is integrity and credibility. But in the kingdom of God, that is unproductivity. If they give you these machines and in 2 years you can't make money to buy more of this, God will punish you. Because if that servant was punished for returning money intact, if you sell this or you waste it, God will be angry with you and punish you. And so you must take this very seriously. They didn't get this money just to give to you, then you go and sell it or go and sleep in your house. You are supposed to produce results and maybe employ more people. I wrote here that it is extremely risky to depend on a single product economy. Oil, extremely risky. I was shown the gates to Shell office. There's a disease called Dutch disease in economics. Dutch disease is when a mineral resource that brings cheap money is discovered in a country like as it was discovered in Holland, where Shell comes from, in the North Atlantic. They left everything and concentrated on the oil, and the economy went down. One of the problems we have in the Niger Delta is this oil. Let me annoy you. All the budget of Nigeria from oil is not up to the budget of New York State with 18 million people. So all this oil, that's why we are still poor. We can make money from other areas apart from oil. And we, the natives, in as much as we will welcome strangers, we will also partake in the economic development of this place. Now, we live in a world called VUCA. VUCA is an acronym for volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. Only one statement Mr. President made. Subsidy is gone forever. Our economy just turned around. Only one new discovery that will make oil, fossil fuels, irrelevant will destabilize us. 2 Nigerian women recently took a diamond and impregnated it with nuclear power. and that battery can last for 1,000 years. And so lithium is coming to replace oil in terms of energy generation. Lithium. They're going to make lithium batteries. And so if we keep saying oil, we'll be surprised that nuclear energy put inside diamond, solar energy, hybrid cars and all that will make our oil irrelevant. It happened during COVID. Our price of oil dropped drastically and we are begging people to buy. More especially when the cost of production of oil and gas in Nigeria is one of the highest. In Saudi Arabia, it is $8 per barrel, and here it is definitely higher. So we must be very careful. What do? We must transit from the job protests in front of oil companies economy to deepen our economy to a production economy. Number one, it's rather embarrassing that we are flaring gas here and we are looking for generators. Just like where I come from. We can turn Bonny to an energy hub where the gas that is being flared can be used to power kilostar generators. Let's not go for Kumi. Kilostar generators. Uzere is already in Isoku local government here. It's already building an independent power plant. Olomoro, with same oil and gas, they're already building, I wish the local government chairman was here, they're already building an independent power plant. In Otu Jeremy, Dr. Ide is about to open his personal independent power plant powered from the gas. Otorogu gas plant is one of the biggest gas reserves in West Africa. So if we can create an energy hub in Bonny where electricity is regular and cheap, with the construction of this road, many people will come here to set up medium, small, and micro enterprises. They will come and set up businesses here. To produce things here, the road will bring in the raw materials, the finished products will be carried by the road. After all, Taiwan is an island. And so Bonny can become the Taiwan in Africa. I keep telling people, agitation for secession, Biafra, Oduduwa, Arewa, it's not that necessary. Let our governors, our people, our local government chairpersons, our traditional rulers develop our economies in such a way that our children will not think of going overseas. And then the agitation will stop. And everything cannot be done by the federal government. So we can start thinking, please, I want that to be written down, turning Bonny into an energy hub. If Bonny is producing energy with prepaid meters, there are communities in Ijoland that have had regular electricity for years. Ogoloha. Several places have had electricity. We can put prepaid meters that will generate Bonny Electricity Company. Bonny Electricity Company. You will be surprised with what I'm going to say later. Bonny Electricity Company, if we harness our beaches, the Bonny beaches, we can start having retirement cities. I'm opening a totally new city in my mother's community from social media. People are buying land from Italy, as I'm here now, they bought 3 plots of land. The people buying are from Germany, Belgium, everywhere in the world. When people are going to Coburn at night, I'm selling land because I'm awake to attend to it. So, number one, we can publicize Bonny more. Put it on social media. Have a deliberate intention to globalize Bonny. The post I did here, somebody said, I've been hearing about that place. I would like to visit. So, if you know, advertise yourself, you'll be like girl, man when they cut eye for woman inside darkness. Only you know what you do. Nobody know what you do. So there must be a deliberate attempt to make Bonny an energy hub, a place where people can retire into, be peaceful, and then have a very decent environment to live in. The next thing I want to talk about, apart from oil, is tourism. Tourism. I just told you I toured 5 European countries, and I know how much my children spent. And some of the things we went to see there, do you know that the Benin Moat is the biggest man-made structure in the whole world, bigger than the Chinese Wall, the Great Wall of China. But now the thing will be throw away. Nobody they come visit. Now they follow me. Sir.
Yes, sir.
Nobody they visit them. Because one problem with black man, not only waiting in fight for now they like. Anything when God give them easily, you know they value them. So we can make Bonny a tourist hub. How? Number one, our history. Our history. That oldest church. Mama, and are you the right? I went to Barcelona to visit one church. The Familia Sagrada is the oldest uncompleted church project in the world. They don't build them for more than 100 years. But even as he dey, with the people they pay money, you pay 50 euros, 20 euros to enter, to see them. So this oldest church in the world, if we fit find the pictures, I hear say the Bible when Queen give, they don't return them. Not be so?
Yes.
If you that Bible alone, put them for one corner, for a person to see them, pay 10,000. You understand? The history of the church, all the vicars, all those when they baptized for the church and all that, people go come see the oldest church in the world. Now they follow me, so?
Yes.
So, don't take it for granted. We can renovate it. We can do it well. Then the next thing, our history. Oh, you guys have a wonderful history and a superb political structure. You have the king, then you have walking, not be so? With beautifulness, purple, heart. I don't know if I'm right.
Yes.
And each of these places has a hall that we call Ogwan in Europe, apart from the palace. Before somebody will go around and know the history of the Jumbo, I don't know if Jumbo is a house, of the Jumbo visit or am I talking to somebody? It is possible. Okay? Now the way you eat bitter cola, then they make person beg you.
Yes.
If you eat bitter cola, you used to. And the way we present Bonny, then go make person want to come. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes.
So we have history. We can. I don't know whether you still have the canons. Some houses used to have used to have canons. I went to Peter's side. I saw canons. You see, those canons. There's a way we can package them and present them in each house with the pictures, black and white pictures or whatever, in each place. Before the person waka finish, as they come each place, dance they go on. Women go welcome her. Then go like to come Bonny. Then go come with foreign currency. Una they follow me?
Yes.
The next thing I talked about are festivals. For me as a pastor, I don't believe every festival is demonic. I don't believe that one time is demonic. You know, but Hill in those days, one time people will come and dance. For me, it's a culture. But you go and wear skirts for Scotland. Not be a year person. Not be woman clothing wear. Not be the Bible when say they need to wear man clothing, they need to wear woman. But you go wear skirt. They have stupid cultures. You go see for Spain. Cow go they pursue them, then go they run. What kind of insanity is that? But people go pay money, go watch. So for me, I see beautiful masquerades today as they come for road. Then our culture, our festivals. Then we can do water sports with our rivers. I was coming with the boat, and I was telling myself, cruises can be organized to Bonny. The boat, that one we entered was too Oyiboish and regimented. There is a way you can organize it. People will take pictures, people will do videos. When I told somebody I'm in Bonny, he said, please send video, send video, send video. And I did a lot of videos. We can have boat cruises to Bonny. And then the next thing I saw here, I saw that you people weave. I never knew that they weave in Bonny until I was coming now. It was only Akwete fidity that I knew about weaving. And I saw one dance group with one rapper. I asked doctor, where is that one from? He said it is woven here. Do you know places like Apoki, Fidiki? People just travel down to see the weaving, and if we form a cooperative here, we can organize to even export the Bonny wrapper that we have woven to different places in the world. I wore my pajamas. I bought it in Dortmund. I was thinking I was a big boy wearing a pajamas I bought in Germany. Now this morning I looked it back. Made in Bangladesh. Made in Bangladesh. We can turn that cloth to a fashion style. After all, when Lukman went to take his award of the African Footballer of the Year, now in traditional Agbadana wear, with our fashion designers, our women can turn that Bonny cloth that is woven. Look for one beautiful lady, look for one person to wear it, look for a musician to wear it, somebody who is a comedian from here, wear it. You will see that we will be making money from the cooperative that is producing those textiles. Oil is not everything. So, the next thing I wrote here is that we must deliberately start institutions here that are focused on technical education and skill acquisition for the global market. Now listen, the oil companies are here. It is not enough for our boys to go and work. On the 1,000 hills belong to God. Until you appropriate something to yourself, it can belong to God, it doesn't belong to you. How can somebody bring cows to your place and you don't have cow? And our ancestors, I suspect in Bonny, when they wanted to do a great ceremony in those days, it was a native cow that they used. Go to Ogolaha, the cows are still there. Go to Egodo, the cows are still there. This Gudala cow you see gets pregnant for 9 months and produces one child. Do you know 6,000 cows are slaughtered daily in Lagos? 6,000 cows are slaughtered daily in Lagos. By the time we computed it, it's more than ₦1 trillion economy. No wonder Meitiala can intimidate government. So, what prevents this local government from having a ranch? The vegetation is good, grass is over everywhere. When the cows eat, they don't get dehydrated because there's a lot of water in the leaves. They'll get minerals from the soil. Why can't we have a ranch here? I'm sure you buy ram from Port Harcourt. Why can't you rear sheep here? I even suspect, like my people, that go to Kafanchan to go and buy pig. Do you know pig farming is a very productive business? Gets pregnant, I think, for six weeks and 6 days, and produces about 12, 13. And you can feed it with anything. And then you can cut the excrement to produce biogas that you can use to heat your generator. You can open a pineapple farm that you can fertilize the pineapple farm with the biogas. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
So, agriculture, sheep, poultry, piggery, anything, snairy, and then fish farming. Okay, our soil is polluted, we agree, but we can still do fish farming in containers. The tilapia is called the poultry of the river. We can have new lakes created where we will do fish farming, farm tilapia, and then we won't be eating ice fish living by the waterside. Fish farming. Sir, I don't know if I'm correct, but I saw shrimp swimming in Peterside, the gutter in Peterside. I saw shrimp, I was shocked. I saw shrimp swimming in the gutter of Peterside. That's how rich we are. African land is tough. Causes and Japan won't believe in sun god. The economy is doing well. There are more demons in India than Nigeria. Now here in set and fall. Pastor will not get work now demon instead of to look for diamond. We can do shrimp We can do shrimp farming here. Shrimp farming. We can plant all kinds of things here. I sell Gary. I need a shame. If you see my video, I sell Gary. I say, as man pass man. Now so Gary pass Gary. Dr. Apoki Gary, na executive Gary. I started getting orders from China, from different places, for their parents here. So we buy and carry to the United States. Recently, the fowl I will eat for Christmas, I started rearing them since, and I'm selling. I carried my broilers recently, and I was dancing with them. I know be Dangote or Adeleke. I dey sell fowl, and I dey okay. Doctor, when they sell fowl, I know they shame. Fowl money, no dey smell. Any small thing you fit do to give you money, do am. Instead of you to go borrow money from person, when you wan borrow money, you go tell all the story of your life. When you don finish, you go tell you why you no come yesterday. The kpekere they eat in my school from my plantain. The coconut candy from my coconut. So I produce money to bring me here. They pay a lot. I'm sorry for them because now women. If not 30 minutes now, 1 million you go pay or $1,000. But I go still do one thing or the other. When the big one never come, I go get money from my pocket. If I not tell you, say, at the secretary, it's me follow me. No. Are we understanding us? Yes. So, agriculture. Then, the next thing is, I wrote pig farming, sheep farming. Sir, the best land for production of rice in this country is in Bayelsa. But they are importing rice. I suspect this soil is also good for rice production. We can grow rice. Ugeli had rice mill in those days, but we are not a street name rice mill. We are waiting for rice from Thailand. What is the difference between the topography of Thailand and Bonny? It's the same swamp rice. We can grow rice here, but the tragedy is that when you want to farm in the Niger Delta, now man they go bring come. Because all our boys won't go work for oil company. Now, the next thing I want to talk about quickly, I've talked about opening a new Bonny that will be a global city. Finima can be as fine as that. We can open another one of our own, where people will come from all over the world to live. It requires collaboration between the government and the people. Now, the next thing is that we must cultivate entrepreneurial spirit. Sir, do you know Innocent Motors? You know Chisco Motors? You know the Young Child? Do you know Innocent Motors and Cosmos? Do you know it is one man, their senior brother, Pius Maduka, that trained to us? Chisco, Innocent, Costa Rica, sleeping in the store in a boutique maker together. Today they are. You see, we must intentionally start to train people, young people, mentor them in entrepreneurship. Money does not come by saying ta. Robo start like shaking wear sandal. No. No. We pastors are deceiving you. We will sell calendar to you and we are entering bulletproof motor. Who be fool? Money is produced by what you have to sell. I will quickly say, oh, Dr. Apoki, don't come here now. We must deliberately ensure that we start raising our girls and our daughters, that their life will not be hooked up and collection of development levy and going to stand in gate. Sir, footprint. I was lecturing on entrepreneurship. They needed somebody with PhD in metallurgy. No Roboman was found. It was from another tribe. They wanted to recruit lecturers. All our Robo boys came with their back like cockroaches. The maximum they applied for is graduate assistant. The Hausa boys came with PhD. The Yoruba boys came with PhD with complimentary card. If you come with your BSc or want it with a Gbege, No person will take you when there is a more qualified person. We must intentionally, like as my father did to me, to start impregnating in our children the value of education. We used to go and watch television in another man's house. And in those days, the garri when we dey chop, you go wear white jacket when the day break. We go use spoon to do deliverance. Una get money for you, una no pass that kind. You go use spoon do deliverance. Then you can't use hot water baptizer. You can't use banga soup consecration. When you don't chop am morning, afternoon, evening, you go turn to weapons of mass destruction. When you sit down like this, you go dey make and you know poverty dey cause bad character. As you dey watch television for window, you go just release your bonito. Because the thing is of high molecular weight. You go just smell go inside the parlor. And you know, when you dey stay near gutter, you know they no say they smell. Those rich people, their nose is very sensitive. They just come, now go, una don't come. Me wey carry strong face, na me be the prime suspect. But their pikin wey get soft face, when chop salad, when release the chemical, go dey there. One day now I vex, I go meet my papa. I say, Papa, why we poor sef? He say, my pikin na because I no go school. He say, but the school when I no go make you go. Oyibo when I no fit speak, make you speak. Where I no fit take this name, go take and go. When I went to my son's hospital, my son is an orthopedic surgeon and a traumatologist. Abeg o, if Bonny woman una get last born wey never marry, because as una fine so, I get one last born, he never marry. Na 28 years I dey apply so that I will share in the wealth of this kingdom. 28 years, you don't oversee, you get master's degree. If una find one fine girl for my they no dey marry anyhow nowadays. Power block marry power block. So my son is a surgeon in Germany. His brother has PhD. His younger brother has a master's degree. My daughter has a master's degree. She's the administrator of our school. We included education into their minds. Education is not a scam. Recently, I spoke to Orobo Progress Union from all over the world. Now, so they sit down. When they release the Oyibo, soup the case. When I soup the case, I give them 1 million. So they know talk say moral support of Kusala Ole. Give them money. My brain, some days I went with Abraham to Ghana to open a library. This library. 1 million, 30 minutes, flight paid for. Hotel 120,000 naira a night. Just to talk. If you don't go school in this generation, when they go arrest you, go police station. When they say write your statement, you go copy somebody's statement when they charge for murder. And your own daily parrotimi charge. Okay, Dr. Apoki, you don't talk. I said 2 things and I'm gone. Okay. 2 things. Number 1, everybody look up. Get a calculator, please. Get a calculator. Calculator. 250 times 40 times 20 times 12 times 250. The way they look me, they say my time goes down. 250 times 40 times 20 times 12 times 10. How much? 24 million. Money is a very lazy thing, it's an idiot. Now listen. Hello? So, hello? Can you hear me? So, 250 times 40 times 20 times 12 times 10. 24 million. So, we women went there here, so if you fit look for something when be 250 naira or a service, when 40 people go buy from you in a day, times 20 days in a month, times 12 months in a year, For 10 years, you go get a turnover of 24 million.
I understand this, sir.
Répétez après moi. Una dey hear me?
Yes, sir. Guide us.
If you fit get something of 250,
Something you are
when 40 people go buy from you for 20 days in a month, times 12 months in a year, times 10 years, you will get turnover of 24 million. Forget that. Turnover. Turnover. Yes, any person wey no wan reach, dey always dey look for excuse. Now you are giving an excuse. You know the transport, go see your children, see your wife. You will make a turnover, this same profit of 24 million. So now, juggle the figures. Get 80 people to buy 250 for 20 days, for 20 days for a year. In 5 years, 24 million. Increase wetin you dey sell so that people go buy 500. 80 people, 500 times 20 days for 1 month times 1 year. In 2.5 years, you go make turnover of 24 million. So keep juggling the figures. That's why una go see stranger go come live among us. If they do thing, before you know, you don't get money pass us. Because we are community. I'm a freeborn. I'm from Apoki Warhouse. And so my mama then take poor. Don't you know that my grandfather was the king? What do you be now? What do you be? Your grandfather was the king. What do you be? School, you know, Greek go. Marry husband when you get money. You know, go marry. Now my papa, you can't see go marry. When they follow me. So, let's not think that money is very difficult to make. It just requires an entrepreneurial sense. Finally, what you need is a cooperative. It's a cooperative. All these women wey gather here,